Finally, Marvel addressed something that the fans could not shut up about. Finally, we got the reveal why nobody is talking about the giant celestial that's peeking out from the earth which was left dead from Eternals. Now, finally, She-Hulk addresses that. Now fans be like,
I finally rest. Watch the sunrise on a grateful universe.
So hi, my name is Mr. P and let's talk about She-Hulk episode 2 Easter eggs and details and also a little bit of review in between, and we are close to 270 subscribers, so I need you guys. Yes, I need you to Hulk smash the subscribe button because I need to reach at least 500 at the end of this year. Guys, I need your help please. So without any further ado, let's begin. So we open up with how episode 1 ended with Titania going in and disturbing the courtroom with She-Hulk saving the day. Now to be honest, I'm not a fan of Titania being a superhero influencer, but maybe they can make it work. Like, this joke definitely worked.
Like a chick Hulk. A She-Hulk? He said it!
So after this, we find Jen Walters going to a bar where a lot of people expected her to be She-Hulk and people are enjoying her to see green, and her best friend is always asking whether she is becoming a superhero now or not, where she says
that is for billionaires and narcissists and adult orphans.
But some of the things well worked in this episode is when Jen Walters gets fired, she becomes a liability for her firm and it almost becomes impossible to find her a job. I mean, being a superhero, you still don't get the job. I mean, it basically ruins you in many ways you wouldn't expect, and it also makes the firms not hiring her, so it's basically putting target on her innocent people, like just Hulk said and warned about it. But in this scene, we can also get some crazy Easter eggs out there on a laptop she's working on. Up in the corner, we can see a tab for finding Ant-Man, so you can find the location of him anywhere, anytime. They also got a tab for Norse mythology, which is important as it's a reference to Thor. You can also get a QR code here, Iron Man 3s. And this is where they address the celestial news from the Eternals, because what else could be stuck in an Indian Ocean than the events of Eternals happening? That's what clearly happened in Eternals, and man, this make the fans rest in peace. And that's really, and it's clear that what happened in Eternals, and this is the biggest Easter egg on the upper one. I missed it, sorry for that. And Marvel is continuously teasing us about that, is that we have an official Easter egg of Wolverine on this page with a little link saying that man fights with metal claws in a bar brawl. Oh my god, kill me now.
Go fuck yourself.
From here we can follow Jen to one of her family dinner nights to meet her family, and they seem to be like a nice lovable people, but this scene when the father was talking about Hawkeye made me laugh.
What happens to those arrows of his? I mean, does he go around and collect them when he's done?
Now to this clip.
As a stylist, you know, she could help you.
Let's get this hair more like She-Hulk's.
Now in the hair community, there's this argument going on against curly and straight hairs, and I'm not going deep into it. I don't want controversy, just leave it here. And the following day, General for Walters is approached and is given a job offer to work for GLKH, which is the law firm she's fighting against, which represents Titania, and they want Jennifer Walters to be the head of the superhero division, even asking her to come to work as in She-Hulk form. I mean, it was pretty crazy, and while she was having a tour in the building, there's this man who is a comic book collector, which fascinates me that exists in the MCU. There are some Hulk, Avengers, Captain America and Thor comic books just lying there, and someone sent me this that they got a Mr. Krabs Easter egg. As Jen and her best friend are going to the office, and finally we are introduced to a character named Pug, and I mean, who wouldn't love a man who says
Map to the best bathroom for pooping.
Finally bringing us to some of the real intriguing part of the episode 2 is that law firm is giving her the first case to represent Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination, and man, his explanation for why he deserves to be on the parole I thought was really well done. And this was a man who was given a super soldier serum, told that the Hulk was a bad guy at the end and he was in the jail for good reason, but the Hulk was also done that in the past and he's still out there who's celebrated as an Avenger, where kids are taking pictures with Hulk, and this was hell of an issue in the MCU, and this taught me that everyone deserves a second chance. I now know that some people are going to be pissed off with this reform, peaceful version of Emil Blonsky, but I don't mind where this storyline could go, and this is a huge step for Thunderbolts movie. That's the Suicide Squad movie for Marvel. First being, I won't talk about that, if you are regular to the channel, but that's outdated now. And if he doesn't like turning into abomination, but due to government orders he has to follow, and that's the epic story it could lead to, and it could also find some interesting character development. And then she decides to call her cousin Bruce out and would see whether if he is okay with her taking the case or not. But we are also getting an Easter egg here that he has a whole different person literally, because he was not instead of Ruffalo. That's a meta joke I will love, everybody. Now as this conversation ended, we pan out and find out the Hulk was on Sakar's ship from episode 1 being transported to Sakar, because this is now setting to the World War Hulk because there wasn't a physical person in the ship. Ending of the episode off with Jen turning on the TV and being in the middle of Shang-Chi, where we see Abomination and Wong fighting in an illegal battle, knowing that this is hurting her chances for getting Abomination on the parole. And we can finally get the answers why Wong needed to have Abomination to spar, which we saw. So that's it. Tell me guys, what did you like about the episode? Did you enjoy it or not like me? Tell me in the comments down below, and yeah, please like, share and subscribe, because this is Mr. P. We are going to 500 subscribers at the end of this year, and hell yeah, cheers.